This program is proudly brought to you by NGen. It's about 5 o'clock in the morning. It's 1 degree above freezing and nearly midsummer as the competitors set off for the first ever NGen Draper Off-Road Challenge. 3 races in one. The first for the madmen of off-road racing, a distance of over 900 kilometers from Vryburg to Rustenburg in one day. The second, the same distance, but with an overnight stop in Mabatu. The third and last race starts at Mabatu, joining the overnighters on the second day for the run into Rustenburg. Jannie Botha and his navigator still getting acquainted with the route schedule. Jaco and Boerie Smit in their Sandmaster, the ultimate winners of the one-day event, safely on their way. This way and that way as Craig Draper tries to get past Neil Eriksson. Jannie Visser and his navigator Johannes Bester in their Land Cruiser. Cliff Barker and Edward Salzwiedel setting a hot pace. The roar of Linton Draper's Raceco, a vehicle which he shared with Klaus Degener, while the navigator's seat was filled by Corrie Ngubeni. Carl Leroux leading the bike section on his KTM. The cars were led off at 1-minute intervals, and here we can see the faster cars closing up on the slower ones and chasing the leader, Craig Draper, who was leading at this time. Let's hear what Linton Draper, the co-sponsor of the NGen Draper Off-Road Challenge, has to say about this event.
Well, the big one, of course, is, on the scene you have the national races, and national races, it's like dog eats dog. You have all this high-tech equipment. People go out and the object is to win and forget about helping your fellow competitor. Of course, the provincial races that we have is very similar. It's also dog eats dog, and that particular individual wants to be top dog in the provincial. This race, of course, which is the NGen Draper Challenge, what we're hoping to achieve there is that to try and get the camaraderie back into the sport, in so much as that we're now going to allow servicing at most major crossings, whereby also the service crews are able to become involved with it and not have to sit in the pits and get bored, etc. An added incentive, of course, is that you can change drivers. You can have 2 or 3 drivers or a new navigator. That helps from this point of view, that you can share the costs. Overall, in general, yes, we don't have car impound. In other words, if you get there late, you don't have a specific time to impound your car. Secondly, we don't have a time bar. A chap can finish the race in 24 hours. We allow him to finish the race in 24 hours, because after all, that's what it's about. Guys, come, it's a challenge. What they need to do is, every man likes to go home, and he likes to go home and say to his wife and his kids and say, look, this is a great sport. I've finished it. I've got my finisher's badge, and that's what this is all about.
The leader, Craig Draper, in his Raceco, coming into a marshal point. Neil and Carla Eriksson in their Chenoweth in second place. Linton Draper crossing the main Vryburg-Mabatu road. Wolf-Peter Fumfe and Frank de Greef slowing down for a marshal point. Cliff Barker and Edward Salzwiedel. Neil Eriksson dropping back through the field. Wade Perrins and Derek Frankenberg going well. The Draper-Janssen combination still in the lead. The motorbikes got started a half an hour after the cars, and here in second place overall, Carl Leroux. Hard on the brakes, and away goes Alex Vowles Jr. Wade Perrins, he finished third overall in the one-day race. Not only do you have to battle the terrain, but also the trucks. Jaco Smit going well here, on his way to win the one-day race. Who's faster, the TV Bucky or the Sandmaster? With all the rain in the country, it looks as if the farmers have been very busy ploughing and planting. So the manufacturers of luxury cars can look to a bumper year. The Iron Man of off-roading, Vickers van Deventer, the winner of the quad section in race 1. Linton Draper's vehicle was sounding somewhat ragged. Alex Vowles Jr., the winner of the motorcycle section of the one-day race. He did the distance of 900 kilometers in just under 18.5 hours. Vickers van Deventer powering his way to victory in the quad section. Carl Leroux leading the Sandmaster of the winners of race 1, the Smit-Porson-Smit combination. Gary Roberts stalling his Suzuki.
Oh, not this again.
Jannie Visser and Johannes Bester Land Cruiser. Wolf-Peter Fume overshoots the turn, leading to the halfway point at Mabatu. Gallo van der Merwe, the leader of the two-day race, comes in for his overnight stop in Mabatu. Let's listen to what happened to some of the competitors that had mechanical problems.
Just keep it. Right.
No, that's it.
Is that all right?
Yeah.
Gee, it's soft clutch, eh?
Very soft.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I wouldn't believe it.
No, we had to change the thrust bearing. The fork on the gearbox arm was adjusted too high, so pushed the thrust bearing too far into the pressure plate, and it spun off the collar of the gearbox.
Een raadkas gebreek het ons om vervang, dat het ons 1 uur en 10 minute gevat. En nou toe ons nou weer intrek toe gaan die tweede een. Nou moet ons een probeer kry uit Johannesburg uit.
I was on another competitor's just behind him in the dust, and I couldn't see him. When I went out to pass him, there was a little bush and stuff in front of me, so I jumped over it, ramped over it, and then turned around. And we rolled about 7 times with it, and that's all damage we've got on the backside of it. Okay, and we lost 2 wheels on the back.
Yeah, what
We lost this little aerial.
We lost 2 tires. We lost that front wheel broke.
A little bit of damage on it, but not too much.
Yeah,
Daybreak and the start of the second day's racing. Joining the field is the competitors competing in race 3, Mabatu to Rustenburg, a distance of just over 500 kilometers. Pitt and Dirk Putter in their F-Class Mazda. We'll be seeing a lot of the Putter combination later on. Gallo van der Merwe and Eddie Buerter in their Class F Nissan. Once again, the speed of the motorbike's evident here. It's Louis Kotzer playing amongst the cars already. Like some prehistoric monster, Gil Nel rumbles up the hill. And who's this bouncing along in his Toyota? Henny van Sail? Not even a puncture could stop Louis Kotzer from winning the motorcycle class. Backed by a chorus of sun beetles, Pitt Putter meanders his way up the hill. Kobus Kutsia looks like he's in a hurry. And Louis Kotze is making the rest eat his dust. I said you'd see him again. Piet Pitter in a donga.
Ja, maar daar staan mijn bakje te pad. We gaan nou hier komen. Kom stoot hem om, Piet, ons wordt gestoot.
Wat is gebeurd, Piet?
Ah, God, ons misjat voor die sloot hier.
Oké.
De val ons nou hier in. Het is net zijn voet. Bamper draait.
Net als daar.
Stoot hem, trein het weer.
Jack!
Waar voor die Jack?
Zo back the way, please.
Kan jy my nie trek met die bakkie of iets tot aan naby?
Wat is gebeurd?
Hy het gesies, man. Ja.
Carol van der Merwe really got into the spirit of this Engen Draper off-road challenge by stopping and siphoning out petrol to assist a stranded two-wheeler. The beauty of the bushveld after good summer rains as Henny van Sail powers through the bush. At full speed, Henry Beckley. Oki Kruger slips sliding away. And taking his time, Tennis du Toit approaches the little mud hole. Christo Kraft picking his way gently through the bush. But showing it how it should be done, Harry, the Rocket Roscoe. One of the competitors deciding to take a little shortcut. Gary Roberts comes charging through. And 559 nearly losing it. One of the quad boys believing that you should look before you leap. After a very eventful day's racing, Pit Pitter brings his Mazda home. Galor van der Merwe, the fastest man over the route, clinches the Class F title. And so the winners of race 1 of the Engine Draper Off-Road Challenge in the specials classes, the Smith for Smith combination in their Sandmaster. Production vehicles, Cliff Barker and Edward Salzwiedel in the Land Rover. Motorcycles, Alex Vowles Jr. on a KTM, and the quad categories, Vickers van Deventer. Race 2, in the special classes, the winner, Oki Kruger in his VW. Production vehicles, Galor van der Merwe and Eddie Buerta in the Nissan, while Louis Kotze won the motorcycle section. Race 3, the special class, was won by Harry Roscoe in a Raceco. Production vehicles, it was J.A. Kruger and Bertie Kruger in an Isuzu. The motorcycle category won by Stephen Ansley, and the quads won by Johan Erasmus. This program was proudly brought to you by Engine.